Welcome to The Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Today, what to know about Hurricane Michael, a surprise resignation, and the MLB Playoffs, plus Google's new devices, and is it really the Taylor Swift effect? Those stories and many more in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Wednesday, October 10th. You ready? Let's do this. We start again with Hurricane Michael because it's expected to hit the Florida Panhandle today. It's a Category 3 hurricane right now, and forecasters say it'll get very close to a dangerous Category 4 storm by the time it makes landfall. The Weather Channel says to expect dangerous storm surge, damaging winds, and flooding rain. There hasn't been as much warning with this storm as we've seen with others, so people who live there have been rushing to board up their homes and businesses and stock up with supplies, or just get out of town. The AP says more than 180,000 people are under mandatory evacuation orders. Hurricane Michael already did some damage in other countries, including Western Cuba and in Honduras earlier this week. But today, it'll hit the U.S., and of course, we'll be watching this one. We'll have updates tomorrow. A shakeup in the Trump administration that many people did not see coming. The UN ambassador, Nikki Haley, is resigning at the end of the year. Why? Well, she pretty much just said she thinks it's that time to take a break and let someone else take over. She and President Trump made the announcement together yesterday, and there was a lot of back and forth praise. Haley thanked the president for what she called an opportunity of a lifetime. And even though some people have said she may want to run for president in 2020, she says, don't even ask, it's not happening. Instead, she plans to campaign for Trump. The New York Times reports some White House staff members were caught off guard with this announcement, but the president said Haley told him about 6 months ago that this may happen. Haley is the former governor of South Carolina. When she leaves the Trump administration at the end of the year, she'll have served 2 years as the UN ambassador. So the big question now is who will replace her in that top job? President Trump told reporters he has a short list of candidates, so stay tuned. Amazon's new company-wide minimum wage may not be as good as it sounds, at least for some employees. Recode reports some Amazon warehouse workers figured out that they may actually get less overall compensation with the new plan, and they're not happy about it. Remember, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos said last week he's listening to his critics and making a change, that all Amazon U.S. employees will start making at least $15 an hour as of November 1st. But at the same time, Amazon is getting rid of some bonuses and stock grants for hourly workers. The company says employees will be better off. It's about making compensation more immediate and predictable. Some are thrilled. Others aren't so sure. Snapchat's parent company is strapped for cash and could even run out of money by the year 2020. That's at least what one Wall Street research firm said. CNBC reports it sent Snap's stock down to an all-time low yesterday. So far, Snap has not said anything about it. A new survey says Millennials are saying so long to primary care doctors. Researchers with the Kaiser Family Foundation found nearly half of 18 to 29-year-olds do not have a primary care provider, that instead they're turning to alternatives like urgent care. Why the shift? Well, experts say it's probably about convenience, something we're all pretty used to now for everything else, from banking to shopping. There are more stories to know today, but first, thank you to this week's sponsor, Hoot Sheets and Bedding. Hoot is passionate about high-quality, soft, and eco-friendly sheets and bedding. Because let's face it, we spend a third of our lives asleep and in our beds, so it's important that we're comfortable and that we know how our sheets were made. Hoot offers luxuriously soft bedding, starting with their certified Egyptian cotton sheets that have a 310 thread count. They also have the certifications to actually show you that, yes, 100% of the fiber is genuine and that the fabric has been tested and is free from harmful substances. Plus, with every purchase, Hoot donates $10 to a nonprofit. Hoot also offers an organic collection that is so soft and breathable. So go take a look at some of the options for yourself and enjoy 25% off your purchase with the promo code Newsworthy. Just go to hoot.co, that's with 2 U's, spelled HUUT.co, hoot.co, and use the promo code Newsworthy for 25% off. Now, back to the news. The final 4 teams in this year's Major League Baseball postseason are now set. The Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers will compete in the National League Championship Series. Game 1 is this Friday, October 12th. And now we know the Boston Red Sox will face the Houston Astros in the American League Championship Series starting Saturday the 13th. Of course, the winner of each best-of-7 series will then go on to the World Series. The Astros, by the way, are the defending World Series champs. Stay tuned. Google unveiled its latest Pixel phone this week and some other home gadgets. So first up, the Google Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL smartphones. TechCrunch says the main feature is the stellar camera. The price tag starts at $799 and $899. Then there's a Chromebook that acts both as a tablet and a laptop called the Pixel Slate. And the Google Home Hub. It's a smart display. The advantage may be Google's YouTube is on it for things like recipe videos in the kitchen. And Google says it comes with no camera on purpose for privacy reasons. It's just more competition in the growing list of options for voice-controlled smart speakers and displays at home. Like it or not, it seems celebrities may have a real impact on politics. Vote.org is pointing to a significant spike in voter registration because of Taylor Swift. Or at least the increase came right after Swift talked about politics in an Instagram post on Sunday. She encouraged her millions of followers to register to vote. And then Vote.org told BuzzFeed News 65,000 people registered to vote in just 24 hours. But USA Today points out yesterday was also the voter registration deadline in 19 states, so that may have also contributed. And those numbers were just from one nonprofit. Speaking of Taylor Swift, she won Artist of the Year at last night's American Music Awards, and she broke a record. Taylor Swift beat Whitney Houston's record for the most AMA wins by a female artist, with 22 in her lifetime. Next up, she's only 2 AMAs away from the most awarded winner, Michael Jackson, who has 24. The American Music Awards are known as the world's largest fan-voted award show. Blackish star Tracee Ellis Ross hosted the night for the second year in a row. There were many performances, including Ciara and Missy Elliott together, Carrie Underwood, and Jennifer Lopez. Camila Cabello won Favorite New Artist of the Year. See the full winners list in today's show notes. The list of nominees for the 2019 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is now out. NPR reports the list has a combo of first-timers like Def Leppard and some past candidates who are on the nominees list again, like Janet Jackson, Radiohead, and LL Cool J. Stevie Nicks was already inducted as a member of Fleetwood Mac, but now she's on the list solo for the first time. Only a handful of these 15 nominees total will actually be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and you can have a say in who wins. You have until December 9th to cast your votes on rockhall.com. Those votes and the music industry votes will then be tallied. And that's it. Thanks so much for listening today. If you got value out of today's episode, I would so appreciate it if you left a review on Apple Podcasts or just let others know they should be listening too. If you want to read more about any of the news stories we talked about in this episode or check on updates, just go to today's show notes. You can find them on thenewsworthy.com, click episodes, and look for today's date. The Newsworthy is ready for you to listen every weekday by 4 in the morning, so we'll chat about more news tomorrow. Have a great day.